Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought we'd have a look at the data mines of the last few days. What's been kind of crazy is Gaijin has been pumping out update after update after updates. Pretty much every day or every other day there has been a new changelog. So I haven't had too much time to go over the data mines from Zabi because we've been focusing on basically stuff that comes out. A lot of the data mine information are things which basically come to the game the next day. So since I went on holiday, I haven't been able to get in front of it. But right now, I have a bit of time, so I thought why not sit down, chat to you guys about it, and see what's kind of going on. Because it looks like there's some interesting stuff in the files, which may lead to more free stuff for you guys, and then also maybe some more either competitive content or other things that are going on that we'll probably find out about in the next few days. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe and also like the video. Let's get started. I'm recording this part after all of the other ones because another data mine kind of just came out, and it's actually celebrating Ozzy Osbourne, surprisingly. If you haven't heard, Ozzy has died. Basically, after his farewell concert, he ended up passing away, and it looks like Gaijin is honoring him through a decal, the Prince of Darkness decal. Now, in order to get this, all you have to do is go to the Gaijin store and then the activate code section on your profile, and type in Prince of Darkness, all caps, no spaces, and you'll end up with it. It's very sad to hear the news that he passed, but I'm very happy that he was able to get on the stage one last time. So the first part of the news is they added basically all of the Battle Pass stuff and also the event stuff. There's nothing really to write home about there, apart from obviously all of it is now available to see in the game. If you want to have a look at the Battle Pass stuff, obviously it's just in the Battle Pass tab. If you want to have a look at the Naples of the East event, it's also there in the achievements area. So the event has started, the Battle Pass has started, everything's available to kind of see and look at. It's kind of cool how, they actually do that nowadays, where basically you can see all of that stuff. They've also at the same time improved the premium decal slot images. This is something that they haven't done in a long time, so it's just another piece of the UI that they're improving. The UI itself has changed a lot over the years, and there's no reason why it should stop. So that's basically what's going on. They also added some interesting decals. So you have the Kagoshima emblem, which is the one from the actual the event itself, so that's for the Japanese naval event. You also, at the same time, have the Lady Death pinup, which is the one from the Battle Pass. So both of those have been added in. But what is more interesting is there is another one, which looks, it's called Captain Sun, and it basically has a War Thunder emblem on the top of it, and obviously there's a sun drinking some stuff. So this could be related to a summer event. This could be kind of something that's going to turn up in the future. As a summer event, usually they do kind of like a big banger, which is going to turn up, which would be actually really nice. But unfortunately, when it comes to the event itself, we haven't really heard anything about it. It's probably going to be just a standard grind event. Don't think it's going to be like 4 vehicles or anything like that, but who knows? Anything's kind of possible with these types of things. Another part of the data mines is there were some new camos that were added, which once again are just kind of random. You have an SU-27 camo, the Lipetsk, which seems like a nice kind of historical camo for the SU-27. And then also you have a Panther F1, which is the Rhineland camo, which seems to be a historical one. So 2 historical camos, which this is why I don't think this is to do like the esports Twitch drops. It might be to do with something else, because so first of all, they usually they like to do 2 camos at the same time, right? When it comes to like giving away stuff, 1 for ground, 1 for air. You hardly get any for naval. But when it comes to like the Twitch drops, esports stuff, the way that they've done it in the past is all of them have been those kind of like zany, crazy colors over the last period. But what they did previously, before in like older Twitch drops, is they actually did historical camos. And I'm wondering with these 2 if that's going to be there, or if it's going to be like a pack thing where you can like get them alongside, the Moments of Valor or something like that. But it just seems weird how different these vehicles are and also what's on offer. So not entirely sure what's kind of going on with these. Maybe we'll find out about them in a little bit, or maybe they're just going to add them to the game. You know, maybe they're just going to be two things that turn up for the two vehicles, but I doubt it, because it just kind of feels like they're going to be doing some other stuff in this time, especially since the Battle Pass just started, the naval event just started. They probably want to kick other things off at the same area. So the Elder 98, what they did with the vehicle is they actually made it a lot better in terms of maneuverability. So the track mass is not 1.5 tons anymore, it's 1 ton. The minimum engine RPM is 600 instead of 800. The max brake force is 60 kilonewtons instead of 220. And they added 6 more forward gears and 1 more reverse gear. The max speed got decreased to 65, but the max reverse speed got increased to 10. So this is probably their way of trying to fix the vehicle. If you haven't been keeping up with the Elder 98, which I don't blame you, it's a vehicle which is nice to see, but it's also not as interesting as some of the other SAMs that they added. Basically, its mobility is terrible. It reminds me of like the Ito when it first came out, where you couldn't even get over like very, very small hills. It was very odd. What was kind of going on with it. So it looks like that's something that they have fixed up. They also added in some new skin text. So you have the SU-27 Red 10, the Panther F212, and also the F-14A Early Hercules. And this is actually another skin that they've added in, which this one does look like a Twitch drop camo. Like literally, this is like bread and butter of a Twitch drop camo. And also on the side of it, it has a Stream by Hercules kind of symbol on it. So if you don't know, when it comes to the esports stuff, they have like 2 big sponsors this year. One of them being Hercules, and then the other one being somebody else that I can't remember. Basically, Hercules makes products which are designed to be used for streaming and stuff. It's like an audio platform, which is like physical. I don't really have too much use in a thing like that, but I know a bunch of people who use it and, you know, enjoy using it, so that's really positive. But basically what it is right now it's a sponsorship or a collaboration with War Thunder and their esports stuff. So to have a camo which basically just has their branding on it, and this isn't something that, you know, is new, by the way. We have a bunch of Thrustmaster camos in the game as well, which were attached to esports events. So it looks like they're going to be doing some kind of esports event around this area too. So don't be too surprised if you see something announced over the next little bit. But remember, these things also do get added to the files, usually a little bit later. Compared, or sorry, not a little bit later, but a little bit earlier than usual compared to when they're actually like going around. So there's definitely something going on with this, but we'll have to see what it is. I mean, anything's possible at the end of the day. I don't think they did announce any of the other kind of like competitive stuff. So maybe it's like for something else. Maybe it's like for some branded content that they're doing. Who knows? At the end of the day, anything is there. They also added a decal for it though, which is the Summer Cup, the once again streamed by Hercules. So yeah, it's obviously a paid promotional deal that they're going to be doing alongside everything else. Not really too surprising. And then also the WZ-141. So they added it to the game, but they've now completely changed its armor. It's not a huge change, but everything has basically changed on it. So there's a lot of areas that used to be 10 millimeters that are now 15 millimeters. There's areas which were 25, which are now 20. So it's not going to make like a huge difference to the vehicle. It still doesn't have a lot of armor on it, but it is something which has fundamentally changed. But you can preview it yourself now if you just kind of click on the battle pass, and you can have a look at it there and see what the changes are. But mainly it's just 5 millimeters here, 5 millimeters there, but it's also all that aluminium alloy, so it generally doesn't have a lot of defense anyway. So yeah, look forward to a bunch of stuff happening over the next few days. Obviously, with the Battle Pass starting and the events going on, I'll be streaming quite a lot to be able to, you know, complete both of them and have a bit of fun with it. So, look after yourselves. Peace be with you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank GMG Smiley, CD Beans, Chieftain Mike, EMN3 Galaxy, Tulio Pontecorvo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus,
Pyman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Ozzy Panzer, Alan Hacker, Liam Shear, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Sem, Aslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.